What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Giganato Gaming here, and welcome back to another episode of Jurassic World Evolution 3. We are back in the sanctuary here, and last we left off, we released some allosaurs into the park. And so far, they've kind of just been doing their own thing, minding their own business. Really, they haven't really been doing much. Though saying that, Big Al is kind of just wandering over because he knows there's a carcass there. He knows. There's also plenty of food for him to hunt. We got a fight between a Loki-Ceratops and a Guanlong. The Guanlongs are not really lasting long. Real talk. And he's thirsty. They are getting thirsty. Ooh, the Guanlong's still alive. Okay. Thirsty, alright. Oh, got 2 hits in. Okay, let's see if we can retreat. Is Guanlong gonna retreat, or is he gonna get a hit off? Let's find out. They retreat. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's water right there. Big Al just killed a Loki-Ceratops. Okay. Well, at least we know you've got food anyway. How's Little Al doing? Little Al's doing good. He's just chilling, minding his own business and whatever. But yeah, anyway, I made a poll asking you guys on what you think the next apex predator should be, or our first apex predator. We had a choice between T-Rex, Giganotosaurus, and Spinosaurus. And Spinosaurus ended up winning by 82%. Giganotosaurus was in second place at like 18%. But other than that, that's about it. But yeah, anyway, and for small carnivores, I'm thinking about adding in Deinonychus. Mainly because Deinonychus is... Somebody suggested that, like a pack hunter. Like a carnivore that hunts in packs. So, yeah. Somebody did comment to put Deinonychus in, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put that in. Alright. So let's start with the small carnivore. Let's get Deinonychus in here. Let's create the Deinonychus batch. Let's see what goes on here.
Synthesis procedure.
We'll put them over here so they don't compete with the what's it called? The Guanlongs. We'll get like 4 females and 2 males. Well, we'll get one. We'll get one of the tadpole ones. Why not? Let's go. 2 males and 3 females. Now, these guys require medium-sized nests, I do believe. Yeah, because the Gallimimus population is kind of getting a little crowded. So let's go ahead and get some carnivores over here. Let's release the Deinonychus. This way here, we can have some carnivores over here, like a small carnivore. And they're going to have to go find water. Alright, let's get the wetland going here. Wetland. Let's get some more wetland here. There we go. This'll be a nice home for the Deinonychus. Alright. You're the only tadpole one. You know what? And you're green. You know what? I'm going to name you Kermit. You can be Kermit, as in Kermit the Frog. Yeah. Alright. You've got wetland, you just need to form your territory. You've got wetland. Hopefully they'll hunt down some of the herbivores here. There's plenty of food to go around over here. You've got parasaurs, you've got galleys, you've got protoceratops, you even got the ankylos. I should probably put some small nests. I don't think we have any small nests. Let's go into the enclosures, get some small nests. So they'll have, alright. There we go. Just a couple, that's all. For the Protoceratops so they can breed up. Alright, you're panicking for whatever reason. The carnivores haven't made it over here, have they? Yeah, these parasaurs better watch out, because there's carnivores afoot. Alright, the Deinonychus are kind of wandering over here. They're kind of keeping to themselves. They're gonna have to hunt at some point. Alright, in the meantime, let's go ahead and demolish that. And then work on the Spinosaurus bit. So for the Spinosaurus, I'm thinking about putting it where... Oh, a fight between Alyssa and a Lokiceratops. She just killed a Lokiceratops. Okay. And she just ran off. You're not going to at least eat? Alright. Kind of just standing there. And little Al is kind of following his mother. Awesome. So yeah, I was thinking for the Spinosaurus. Do we have any dinosaurs wandering over here? Yeah, we do. Okay. So the Spinosaurus, I'm thinking about... I don't know. Alright, there's a couple of Ornithomimus over here. Thanos is actually one of them. He's actually kind of wandered over here. So I'm trying to think where we should put the Spinosaurus. I kind of want to, like, have it where it, like, kind of keeps to itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, keeps to itself. Let's have the Spinosaurus maybe be over here. We could have some deep water over here. Some deep water so they can swim around, do whatever they want. Mind their own business. Maybe some shallow water. So we could give them some piscivores. So we could give them some food. Yeah, there we go. Because, you know, they're piscivores after all. I know that's kind of helping them out, but you know what? Whatever. It's whatever. I really don't care. We got a nest claimed by a Deinonychus. That's awesome. Okay. Let's get... What's it called? A hatchery. Let's get a hatchery going. And then let's get an arrival point. So let's get the Spinos ready to go.
The park is opening.
We'll get a male and a female. Additional bays, accelerated growth. Alright. Spinosaurus. Let's go into Piscivore and just release a couple of Spinos. We'll have a male and a female. Kind of just keeping to themselves. That's a cool color. I hope we get that for the Spinosaurus. I can't believe Spinosaurus actually won. I mean, I didn't think T-Rex would win the vote, because that's kind of an overrated carnivore. I do love the T-Rex, don't get me wrong. And Giganotosaurus is kind of the channel mascot here. But you guys ended up picking Spinosaurus, which shocks me. But you know what? I'm all for it. We're going to get 2 of these guys, because each batch will have 1 member of their species. And I wonder what they desire. Dua, I swear to God, if you don't piss off from my screen, you don't want to know what I'm going to do. Ooh, that's a cool color for the male. Hold on, let's see what the others are. I kind of like the other one more. So this will be the female. And then this will be the male. And these guys require a large nest, deep water, wetland, pasture. Let's give them some of that. Will they be able to access the... We have one that's all grown up. One of our Psittacosaurs is all grown up. That's awesome. Yeah, we got... Some of our hatchlings are now all grown up. We got 2 things on low health. We got a Parasaur being attacked by the Deinonychus. We got some pack hunting going on. That's awesome. That is awesome. They've got food anyway. They're hunting creatures down. We got something else on low health. What is it? A Guanlong. Yeah, oh, you're starving. Well, you gotta find something. There's plenty of food out there. Let's work on the Spinosaurus exhibit again. We got dinosaurs that are being fully grown, which is awesome. Turning into adults, which means the next generation can arrive. That's what I like to see. Dinosaurs making it to adulthood. Let's flatten the terrain a bit. Let's lower the terrain. Crone and Nera are duking it out. Aren't they like brother and sister? Why are they duking it out? We got a Guanlong who's kind of starving. We should add some, like, smaller creatures here. Just so they have, like, food. Easy pickings for the Guanlongs. You know what? That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. We got some movement in the nest. Oh, look. Deinonychus. We got 6 of them. Awesome. We got the next generation of Deinonychus here. Is Kermit the father? Let me find out. Oh yeah, Kermit's the father. Okay, that is awesome. Alright, let's release the Spinosaurs. And see if they like their enclosure. Let's start with the male. The Spinosaurs will kind of just keep to themselves, I'm thinking. Alright, they're forming territory. And let's release the female afterwards. This will kind of be their territory.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Let's get a nest going. Let's get a large nest, because that's what they require. Alright, large nest. Let's get a cave. I feel like the cave would be interesting for them. Alright, they've got the pasture they need, they've got the wetland they need, they just need some deep water. I think one of them's about to go for a swim right about now. If you want some pasture, I guess I could put some pasture in the water area. The Spinosaurs, I think, are about to go for a swim. They should have all the food they need. Alright, let's delete this. And if anything wanders over to where the Spinosaurs are, then sucks to be them, I guess. Alright, let's maybe get some small... We got Big Al hunting down one of the Diplodocus. That's what happens when you have a sanctuary. Let's go. Alright, so yeah, the Spinosaurus will kind of just be minding their own business. Alright, let's get, like, some small, like, tiny dinosaurs. We just need to have some food for the Guanlongs, basically. They can act as, like, food for the Guanlongs and be, like... I think we got one that died. Yeah, starved to death. Do you have any Guanlongs in the area? Wrong button. Any Guanlongs? We do have a Guanlong in the area. Let's just make easy pickings for them. Let's get some herbivores going. Something that'll be like easy pickings. What about Microceratus? If they can make it, then fine, but... it's whatever, you know? Now let's release the Microceratus. These should be easy pickings for the Guanlong. If they so choose. Otherwise, they'll just be scavenging. Penguin is now all grown up, and he looks nothing like a penguin. He is now Thane. If you guys don't know, Thane is the son of Thanos. I do follow the Marvel comics somewhat, but not enough where I'm an expert. Oh no, Dippy! Big Al's going after Dippy! Oh no. I feel like we should add another carnivore for, like, the other side. Yeah, Big Al made his way all the way over here. What about... where's Alyssa? There she is. She's kind of made her way all the way over here, which is cool. And where's Little Al? Little Al's over here, kind of just chilling. Alright. We got some Deinonychus. Awesome. At some point, we're going to have to get another carnivore, maybe for this side. Let's get a carnivore for this side. We got Guanlongs that are starving. The Guanlongs are not really doing too hot. Guanlong has begun to hunt down a Psittacosaurus. So, I mean, the Guanlongs are hunting. They are surviving a little bit. But is it enough for them? That's the question. Run, little Loki Ceratops. Run! Alright, so I'm thinking over here we could have another carnivore. I'm thinking a medium-sized carnivore. Maybe Ceratosaurus. Or should we go right for T-Rex? Or even Giganotosaurus. Do I want a medium or do I want a large? Well, we're going to put them over here, that's for certain. I haven't really played around with the T-Rex too much. Alright, let's get an arrival point going. And there we go. Alright, let's get, let's go into carnivores. Should we get Giganotosaurus or should we get T-Rex? Or should we get something small? I don't know. You know what? Let's get something medium-sized for right now. Let's maybe get, I don't know, Ceratosaurus. Let's get Ceratosaurus going. We'll get 2 females and a male. There will be 3 of them. Let's get Ceratosaurus. Screw it. Another carnivore. 2 males, 2 females, and a male. We need some carnivores to kind of... Oh, we got some Protoceratops. Look at that. That is adorable. Absolutely adorable. You know what we should do? Maybe get T-Rex for this section. You know what? That's a great idea. We'll get T-Rex for maybe this section. What kind of nest do these guys require? Large. Okay, we've got large nests in the area, so they should be good. We got iguanodons that are growing up, which is awesome. All grown up. Look at that. This is turning into a functioning ecosystem. We got a herd of ornithomimus that just wandered all the way over here. That's awesome. Let's check on the Spinosaurs. How are they doing? Have they claimed a nest yet? No? I mean, the Spinosaurs are completely cool with it. Improve health. What you mean improve health? Were you just in a fight? Okay, I mean, they are fully healed now. Don't know what happened, but whatever. Alright, the Spinosaurs can just keep being them. Okay, where's the hatchery? There it is. I want to move it over here and get, like, an apex predator over here, because I said I wanted to get an apex predator. Part of me wants to get Giganotosaurus, but at the same time, part of me wants to get T-Rex. We got a Guanlong hunting down another Psittacosaurus. I think that was one of the ones that matured, which is unfortunate. At least some of them are growing up and now they're adults. Hopefully some of them can breed and move on to the next generation. The Spinosaurs have claimed a nest. That's awesome. Okay, let's move this over to here. If we can. We'll move it over here. And then this will be where... I'm going to say T-Rex. This will be where T-Rex goes. Because T-Rex is just... I don't know, as overrated as it is, it's an iconic dinosaur. There we go. Let's replace this with an invisible path. There we go. We got a fight between 2 Deinonychus. Alright, let's get T-Rex. Let's get T-Rex. Should we get the buck and the doe? Screw it. Let's get them. So we got the doe. And then the buck. There we go. Let's get 2 Tyrannosaurs. And then they can kind of like be over here. We got 2 low health. It's an iguanodon. Okay, that's a bit surprising. You need food and water. You've wandered all the way where the Spinos are. Dua, yeah, I know. It's hungry and thirsty. I know. I get it. Piss off, please. Long life partner bond. The Spinosaurs have a lifelong bond. Okay, that's awesome. That means they'll only mate with a certain partner. What should we name our Spinos? Let me know in the comments down below. Alright, the T-Rexes are ready. Let's release them. So at least we have an apex predator over here. The reason I picked T-Rex was because, you know, T-Rex is such an iconic dinosaur. Maybe next episode we'll get Giganotosaurus, and then we can get Jay and Verna. Alright, so we'll let the T-Rexes wander over here. Meanwhile, we've got Deinonychus hunting something down. I think it's a galley. Yeah, it's a Gallimimus. You're getting a bit hungry. Got him. I'm glad they're kind of thriving, these guys. Everything's... Yo, that is a cool shot. That was cool. There are so many parasaurs. Look at that. So many parasaurs. The parasaurs are thriving. We got Alyssa hunting down a Dryosaurus. Oh, that juvenile must be traumatized. Did you see that? Alyssa just killed possibly its mother in front of it. Poor Dryosaurus. Was it you? Yeah, I think it was you. We got Aladar fighting another Iguanodon. That might be his daughter. That's your daughter. What are you doing? Meanwhile, the doe is kind of just wandering over here. The doe. We'll just name you Doe. Because we can, and then the other can be Buck. There we go. Alright, there's a nest over here. If they want to use it. If the T-Rexes want to use it. A Lokiceratops that died. We got a Dryosaurus that died. At least we know the Allosaurs are thriving anyway. Will the Spinosaurus lay any eggs? Maybe. They're kind of just standing there. They've got all the food and water they need. They should be good to go. We have an Iguanodon and a Dryosaurus that both made their way over here. Let me get some ground leaf going. We got movement in the nest. Spinosaurs! We got baby Spinosaurs! I didn't even expect that. We got two of them. So what do we got? We got a female, two females. Awesome. We have our herd of Diplodocus just chilling over here. We got Dippy, we've got Arthur, we've got the females. We got a Ceratosaurus hunting down an Ornithomimus. I think it is. I want to watch this go down. Got him. We got movement in the nest. More Ornithomimus have entered the world. And there's a Ceratosaurus running around. Imagine seeing that. Imagine seeing that. We got a nest claimed by a Ceratosaurus. Awesome. I think Iguanodon 8, I believe you are. Yeah, you are. We got the next generation of Iguanodons. The next generation, that's awesome. This is a fully functioning ecosystem. We could add in another section. We even got some dinosaurs. We got a Gallimimus that wandered all the way over here. Let me give some ground leaf. Got Ceratosaurus laying their eggs in here. Awesome. We got a Ceratosaurus hunting down another Ornithomimus. This one here. We got carnivores keeping the herbivore population under control. Where'd the T-Rexes go? Okay. I guess you decided not to go there. There's the male, which is in the jungle somewhere. Just wandering around. Well, that's a cool shot. Yeah, the T-Rexes are kind of staying over here. There's plenty of stuff over here that you guys could eat. I kind of want the T-Rexes to wander over here. Let me give them an excuse to do just that by giving them some water over here. Got movement in the nest. Some baby Protoceratops. Awesome. How's Piper doing? Oh, Piper is thriving. She's very happy here. Are you just gonna stand there and roar all day, or are you gonna go over there? Alright, we got eggs that belong to the Iguanodon. Iguanodon 8. Who's the father? So there's moving in the nest. What do we got? Baby Ceratos. Big Al has begun to hunt an Ornithomimus. Look at that. We got some Ceratosaurs. New Ceratosaurs. Let's maybe end the episode off by adding like a tiny carnivore in here. I'm thinking Compsognathus. A fight between the two T-Rexes. Okay. Let's get some compies. Just something small to add in. Alright, we got movement. More Dryosaurs. Awesome. Alright. So the herbivores are at least thriving anyway. Let's get the compies. Let's get maybe 2 males and 4 females. Let's go. And hopefully they can scavenge off of whatever the Deinonychus killed.
My Dryosaurus to the park.
So at least we have some small carnivores going. We have a Ceratosaurus hunting down a Diplodocus. What is this? We have one that wandered all the way over here. Over near the Allos. I don't know how the Allosaurs feel about that. Yeah, they kind of prefer to be over here than they do over here. Maybe I'll get like Giganotosaurus for over here or something. Just so we have like a large area. You know, that's what I might do. Next episode. In the meantime, since the T-Rexes, I guess, prefer to stay here, let's go ahead. Let's get them a large nest. I know they prefer to be in, like, privacy. So let's get them, like, a cave. Maybe, like, over here. If the T-Rexes prefer to stay here, that is. Alright. And with that, I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.